For this computer, I'm just going to go over what is plugged in where. So this one also has a dongle and use only on MacBook Pro. What's plugged in here, this is going to be our sound that comes into the stream, which is coming from the red Scarlett focus. As long as we have this plugged in, they are able to adjust the sound on their side. We also have the MacBook Pro power. You need to make sure that the MacBook Pro power is plugged into the MacBook Pro. If the other computer's charger gets plugged into here, this computer will die in the middle of the stream, and it will be very frustrating. I speak from experience. Then this connects the Blackmagic to the computer so that we can get the video feed into Ecamm. On the back of the Blackmagic, we have the connections for camera 1, camera 2, camera 3, the secondary monitor, the connection to the Mac, and power. If this isn't working, 99% of the time, it can be solved by unscrewing the power, unplugging it, and plugging it back in. The SuperJoy only has one power cord that doesn't usually give any issues. If any of the cameras aren't showing up like they should, come below the booth, and behind this cube organizer, you can see all of the cords for the SuperJoy, the various cameras. I usually start at the bottom and unplug and replug until I see which camera is turned off or is not working, and I'll go one by one until I get everything to work as it should. The one thing that can be weird is because camera 3 is so far away, we use this as an extender, and sometimes because it's down at our feet, something could get kicked and get unplugged. So if camera 3 isn't working, come to this first to double check that everything is plugged in as it should. Okay, so when you're doing the streaming, you'll log into this left computer. It'll be a MacBook Pro, and you'll see the password on a sticker in the bottom right. Once you have logged into the computer, you're going to want to open up Ecamm Live. Then you're also going to open up ATEM Software Control. This part is not currently working, but this is how it will work once we get everything figured out. Once you're in the ATEM Software Control, you're going to want to go to Output, and it'll be on one of these others, usually on Program. You want to change that to Preview. In a perfect world, you are seeing what is live on this screen, and then you can set up a shot on the monitor. Now, what you're going to be using to control the cameras and Ecamm are going to be the PPZ Optics joystick and the Blackmagic ATEM Mini. For the Blackmagic, what you will primarily be focused on are going to be 1, 2, 3, and auto. Red is what is currently live on the stream. Green is what will show up on the preview screen. So you'll be able to switch back and forth between what is on the preview screen, and then when you are ready to put camera 1 up on the preview screen, you can either click cut or auto. Cut would be a hard cut. Auto slowly fades in between the two so it looks cleaner. To adjust the camera angles, you'll be using the joystick. This is actually reversed. On the Blackmagic, what is red is what is live. On the SuperJoy, what is green is live. You can see we have camera 1 here. I have camera 1 highlighted and camera 1 is red here. Then I can use the joystick and move left, right, up, down, zoom in, and zoom out. If I wanted to adjust camera 2, I would click camera 2. I would pull camera 2 up to what's on the stream, and then I'll be able to do the same thing. Adjust all of these. Camera 3, same deal, different view, right, left, up, down, pretty simple. The other important things that are on here is we have presets that make our life a little easier. So across cameras 1, 2, and 3, we'll have 1, which someone set up incorrectly. So now I gotta go to camera 1 and hope that it is set up correctly. If you press 1, it will go to the center of the room where the pastor is. We would like this shot to be a little more zoomed in. If you press 2, it will be to where the acoustic guitar usually stands. If you press 3, let's check 4 while we're here. 4 is correct. Perfect. Okay. So if you press 3, it will be to the piano. 4 will be to whoever is singing backup vocals, or they may be leading a song. That will be the same across camera 1, 2, and 3. The only difference is on camera 3. We also have 5, which gives a shot of the full band. Each week when you come in, you're going to want to check all 4 or 5 for camera 3, all of these angles to make sure that they are appropriate, because people may move around during practice or whatnot. So in order to set, you would click set. This is view 5. So set, 5, enter. And you can see that it's actually going to come up on the screen. So now, if I'm over here and I want to go to 5, click 5, and there's that view that I just set up. Now, for me, this angle is a little bit yellow. And so what we can do is we can use these knobs in order to adjust the colors. You do want to make sure that both the white balance mode and exposure mode are on manual. So exposure mode is shutter here. We want to flip through until it's on manual. And then this top one, adjusts the red, so you can put it right for more red, left for more green. You can press it, and once it turns blue, you can turn the blue up or the yellow, depending on which way you're doing. If we wanted to adjust the shutter or gain, which all are dependent on how much light is coming through the camera to impact the brightness, we can shuffle through each of them, make it brighter, make it darker, and adjust it until it's what we like. Now, once this looks good, you will need to go back through each of the 3 cameras and set the view, because otherwise, if I hit one of the presets after I had adjusted the coloring, it's going to pull back that original coloring. As you are working with the joystick, if it's just moving a little too slow or a little too fast, you do have these options. The tilt is the up and down, the pan is the left and right, the zoom is in or out, focus is always going to be up as high as it can, and then the presets are how quickly, when you press 1, 2, 3, or 4, is it going to snap over to that preset. So for me personally, I like my tilt at about 2, my pan at about 2, zoom as high as it goes, which is a 7, focus as high as it goes, 7, preset about a 10 is usually good. Feel free to adjust these depending on how you want to go, and it's just going to how fast are we going left or right. So I may want to tilt get my pan up, and now it's going to move a lot faster. So adjust those however you would like. And then the other important button is going to be this autofocus button. If it is just a little blurry, you can't get focus on exactly what you want. As long as you have your subject in the very center of the screen, if you click autofocus, it will reset the focus to whatever is in the very center of your screen.